underway. You can kill my mind for flow without flow. Hold me till I scream for air to breathe. And wash me over until my will runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby, baby.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I hope all is well with you. Today I'm coming with another story time. But before we get into it, please take this time to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and hit that post notification bell so you're notified whenever I drop a video. Hitting that like button is an easy way to support the channel for free, all right? So without further ado, we're going to get into this story time. This young man is talking about why he shouldn't go through any female's phone, or he wouldn't go through a female's phone. So let's get into it.
I remember the worst time I got cheated on. I had an inkling, I had a feeling, and I would ask her and she would deny it. She would even cry and swear to God that she didn't do anything, but I just knew. When you know, you know.
All right, can I just say that this hat threw me completely off. I don't know why, but I was expecting an accent or something. When I seen the hat, I just knew for certain he wasn't American, which isn't bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like trying to be shady or nothing, but I don't know. I just expected an accent, but I love how he's well-spoken. He's, handsome man too at that. So maybe it's just me, child. Don't mind me.
When your gut is telling you something, it's true. It's true. Sometimes I used to wonder if it was my intuition or if it was insecurity. But I believe that you can truly tell a difference between intuition and insecurity. And sometimes your intuition speaks so much louder. You feel the intuition so much deeper. And that's how it was with this situation. I just knew something wasn't right.
Oh, I like this man already. To correlate insecurities and intuition is brilliant in a sense of being able to tell what's what and, just the differences and the similarities. I like him. I like him.
So I'll never forget, we were out one night and I ended up spending the night at her place. And I woke up earlier than her because I wanted to go grab her some Chick-fil-A breakfast. So I woke up early and I kind of snuck out the bed and I ran to go to Chick-fil-A because I knew that they would end in breakfast at 10. So I get out and I didn't have a car at the time. So I got in her car. I'll never forget, I got in her car and I looked down and her cell phone was on the floor, on the side. Like she dropped it on the side and it was on the floor of the car. And I thought to myself, you have a choice now. You either go through the phone and find the truth and solve the mystery and release yourself from the constant rumination of what happened, if anything happened. You knew something happened, but you never had proof and you knew she wasn't going to tell you. So I had a choice. I either go through the phone, find what I need to find, and have the answer, whether it's good or bad, or I respect her privacy and just keep it moving. We had such a good night. I didn't want to go through the phone, guys. And I'm going to say something before I continue. I will never go through a phone again. I will never go through a phone again because I truly believe that someone's privacy is their privacy. And I'm on some Donald Jones, I don't want to know.
Now, let's stop here for a quick second. What would y'all do in this situation? He said, you have the phone in front of you. You have access to either find out the truth or just stay out of it and stay blissfully unaware until something is said or done in your face. I think most people would want to know. And again, his intuition was kind of already telling him, but he just didn't have any facts. So I'm asking you guys, if you're in that situation, would you? 9 times out of 10, I could almost guarantee I would, unless I don't care. In a sense of like, if I'm over whoever I'm dealing with And it's just one of those things where it's like, whatever. The disconnect be real for me. Don't judge me. But either way, I won't look because I don't care. But I probably would look if I do care.
If you playing me, keep it on the low. Because number one, I don't have the emotional intelligence to deal with something like that again. And secondly, I understand that we're all human and sometimes we may slip up. And a small slip up shouldn't be the demise of the relationship until it becomes a glaring mistake. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna notice a glaring mistake, but a small slip up, it is what it is. But back to the story. So I picked up a phone and I told myself, man, don't go through the phone. I put it in my pocket and I drove to Chick-fil-A, and the whole time I'm thinking to myself, damn, bruh, are you gonna go through the phone? You should go through the phone. You should go through the phone, because if you go through the phone and you find what you know, you're free. You finally have the answers to the questions you've been asking. You finally have the truth. You can leave the relationship with no issues. You finally have the truth. Or if there's nothing, you can act like you never went through the phone. So it's like a win-win. It's either you get the truth or you get the truth. So I got our Chick-fil-A breakfast and I drove back to her house. And when I parked the car, that's when I started going through the phone. I parked the car and I just started going through messages. And yeah, you know, she would say some shady shit with her best friend, and there was some random conversations with people that, you know, I had worries about, but it wasn't anything that bad. So I'm scrolling, because something in me is like, just keep scrolling, bro. You're gonna get all the answers you need. Just keep looking. I don't know if she was deleting messages, but I had to scroll deep in her messages with D. I'm not gonna put his name out there, but she was fucking with a guy named D. And I didn't want to believe it. When I asked her, she said no, and she swore to God. Who swears to God when they're telling a lie? I don't. So I figured nobody else did. Why would you cry if you lying? She would literally be on the floor crying. I didn't cheat. I remember the worst time. I love fucking you. That was the first message that really struck me. It was from him to her. And she was laughing and flirting back. I love it too. He would say things like, your man can't even look me in the eye. They was literally laughing at me in the text messages. And that's what fucked me up. You know, if they was fucking each other, okay. But to be talking about me and trashing me and throwing me under the bus and laughing at me, that's what really fucked me up. I love fucking you. Your man can't even look me in the eyes. And a bunch of other shit that really I compartmentalized, so I can't really think about what else was said. But it was just really nasty shit like that. Like, I love feeling you like, it was really like, it was fucked up, guys. So I remember seeing those messages and I was so relieved. Of course I was hurt, but I was more so relieved because I finally got my answers and I finally got the truth, and I finally understood why I felt the way I felt, why I couldn't shake this feeling of her infidelity. It was like, I knew it. I knew I wasn't crazy. That's such a freeing feeling when you find proof and you realize you're not crazy, when they were gaslighting you and trying to make you feel crazy the entire time. So I grabbed our breakfast and I got her phone. I love this woman, so I wasn't going to argue with her. I wasn't going to do nothing crazy. I walked up and she was still in the bed. I'll never forget, she had these like lace drapes on her bed. You know, so I pulled it back and I kissed on her forehead, and she kind of stirred, and I was like, I'll see you later. And she was like, where are you going? I was like, I'll be back. And I left the Chick-fil-A on her dresser with her phone. And the phone was open to the message that D had sent her. The clear, you know, there was no arguing it. The truth was right there. I left the phone open by her Chick-fil-A and I left. Maybe like 2 hours later, she was blowing up my phone. Oh my God, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. Please talk to me, calling me, texting me. Please talk to me. Please talk to me. Let me explain. In my mind, there was nothing to be explained. Like, the cheating is cool. You know, like, okay, you fucked him. We're young. You fucked him. But the text messages talking about me, making fun of me, that's what really fucked me up. And that's what really, of course I forgave her. Of course I went back. My best friend hated me for that because of course he cut her off. They were friends and he cut her off because she was doing me dirty. But then I turn around and we together again. That's why I don't cheat, or that's one of the reasons that I don't cheat, because I know how it feels and I know how heartbroken it was, and I know that it took me a while to get over that. And I don't ever want to cause that type of pain to somebody else. You know, I'll just have a conversation with you. Maybe we need to take a break. I'd rather take a break or break up than cheat. I'd rather you have the opportunity to do what's best for you than do you wrong. So, I love fucking you.
Wow, what do y'all think about this? Do you agree with him? He said he doesn't believe someone should be judged off of a mistake, but because when it becomes a glaring mistake or something that's like habitual, I'm assuming, then it's like, all right now. Do y'all agree with that? Or do y'all think like if for you can't trip and fall, you know what I'm saying? It don't just happen. We're all grown. We know what we're getting ourselves into. We know the situations we're putting ourselves into, the environments that we putting ourselves into. It's like an alcoholic, a recovering alcoholic, being in a bar and being like, you know, I didn't know, like I didn't mean to. Well, you're in a bar. Chances are you're gonna, you know, get a drink. So I don't know if I agree with him on that one. Sometimes you put yourself in predicaments and situations that you know you don't even have no business being in. Therefore, you know, things happen. And then at that point, it's just, it is what it is. But do you agree that one shouldn't be judged for that? Or do you think that... Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. I like to get a balance, hear from the fellas and the ladies and their story time. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Listen, I like chocolate girl, all shades, different flavors. She a diamond and a pearl. She a goddess with a mentor, yeah. Cinnamon swirl. She relate to what I've been through, yeah. Queen of my world.